Dear students, welcome to the class, that is session 3 of unit 4. Before starting the session 3 topic, so let us recapitulate what we have studied in the last session. So in the last session we had studied about spring, dashpot, mass, that is mathematical models of these building blocks of mechanical system. Now for the spring mechanical, in the mechanical system, mathematical model is F equals kx, where k is the spring constant, that is nothing but stiffness. Similarly, dashpot, for the dashpot, mathematical model is F equals cv, where F is the force applied and c is the damping constant and v is the velocity. So v can be written as dx by dt, where x is the displacement. And for the mass, mathematical model being F equals ma, where a is acceleration. A can be written as d square x by dt square, the second differential coefficient of x, so which gives the acceleration. So that is about the previous class. So in this session we are going to study about building up of mechanical system using the building blocks, and building up of rotational system using the building blocks and corresponding energy equations. How to build up a mechanical system using the building blocks. Now, as we know, a mechanical system comprises of a spring, a dashpot and a mass. To evaluate the relationship between force and displacement, we shall take one mass and just the forces acting on the body. That diagram, which indicates a single mass and only the forces acting on the body, is called free body diagram. So these diagrams indicate a mechanical system. We have mass, a dashpot and a spring. So when the line of action of all the forces acting on the mass are parallel, the net force is the algebraic sum of all the forces. ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ಸ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಸು, ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪಾಟು ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್. ಈ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ಸ್ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಈಕ್ವೇಷನನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿತೇವೆ. So referring to the figure, net force on the mass m is equal to algebraic sum of F, Kx and Cv. So F is the force acting, Kx is the force due to spring acting in the opposite direction, Cv is the resistance offered to the motion. So the net force acting on the mass m will be equal to F minus of kx minus of cv. So F is acting in one direction, kx and cv are acting in the opposite direction, therefore it is F minus kx minus cv. So from the second law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, we know that force is equal to mass into acceleration. So here net force is equal to mass into acceleration. So this is the net force, that is F minus kx minus cv is the net force. That should be equal to ma, that is mass into acceleration, as per Newton's second law of motion. So therefore F will be equal to ma plus cv plus kx. ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದರ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾಯಿಕ್ ಸಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದು ನೆಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಎಫ್ ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಿ ವಿ ಇದರ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾಯಿಕ್ ಸಮ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾಯಿಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಫ್ನ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಿ ವಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So kx is the force due to spring, cv is the force due to damping, resistance force due to motion. So therefore F is equal to ma. This is from Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law of motion ಇಂದ F equals ma ಅನ್ನೋ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಫ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ನೆಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಮ್ ಎ. ಸೊ ನೆಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸಿ ವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಮ್ ಎ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ದ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಆನ್ ದ ಮಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಮ್ ಎ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸಿ ವಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಮ್ ಎ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಮಾಸ್, ಸಿ ವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ಯಾಂಪಿಂಗ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್, kx ಅಂತಂದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. So ma can be written as m d square x by dt square because a is acceleration. Acceleration ಅನ್ನು d square x by dt square ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೋದು. Because acceleration is second differential coefficient of displacement. ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟನ್ನ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಟಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎರಡು ಸಲ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರೇಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಎಮ್ ಎ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ರಿಟನ್ ಆಸ್ ಎಮ್ ಇಂಟು ಡಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ. So we can write d square x by dt square. Similarly, velocity is written as dx by dt because velocity is rate of change of displacement. So therefore dx by dt is the rate of change of displacement. So therefore cv can be written as c dx by dt. In place of v, dx by dt can be written. So kx is retained as it is. This is spring force. So totally the force will be equal to m into d square x by dt square plus c dx by dt plus kx. This is second order differential equation. So this describes the relationship between the input force and the output displacement x. So similar to the linear mechanical system, we can have rotational system also. Now building blocks of rotational system are the spring, mass and dashpots. So in place of spring we can have rotational spring, that is torsional spring. In case of mass we can have moment of inertia. In case of dashpot we can have rotary damper. So this is for rotational system, equivalent spring, equivalent mass and equivalent dashpot, or torsional spring, moment of inertia and rotary damper respectively. Rotational system building blocks ಅಂತಂದರೆ torsional spring, rotary damper ಮತ್ತು moment of inertia. ನಾವು ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ತಗೋತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ಥರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೊಟೇಷನಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ ಟಾರ್ಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪಾಟ್ ಬದಲಿಗೆ ರೋಟರಿ ಡ್ಯಾಂಪರನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಮಾಸ್ ಬದಲಿಗೆ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನರ್ಷಿಯಾ ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೋಬೋದು. ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನರ್ಷಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಮಾಸ್. ರೋಟರಿ ಡ್ಯಾಂಪರ್ is equivalent to damping, that is dash pot. Torsional spring is equivalent to spring, linear spring. So these are the rotational systems. So we have torsional spring. So torsional spring is like this. So in case of torsional spring, theta is proportional to torque. Theta is angle of rotation. Theta is proportional to torque, or torque is proportional to theta. T is equal to k theta, where k is the proportionality constant. Now similar to F equals kx, we have in place of F we have T, in place of x we have theta. Since theta is angular displacement, instead of linear displacement we have angular displacement. Instead of force we have torque here. So force ಬದಲಿಗೆ ಟಾರ್ಕ್ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ರೊಟೇಷನಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಗೂ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾದರೆ ತೀಟಾ ಬದಲಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಬದಲಿಗೆ ತೀಟಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಟಿ ಈಸ್ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಡ್, ಟಿ ಈಸ್ written instead of f, theta is written instead of x. Okay. So similar to damping system in the linear systems, we have rotary damper here. Similar to dash pot, we have rotary damper. In case of rotary damper, torque T is proportional to angular velocity. T is proportional to omega. So in the linear system, what happens? F is proportional to V. F is proportional to velocity, linear velocity. So that is dx by dt. So here in case of rotary system, T is proportional to omega. So rotary system alli T omega ಗೆ proportionate ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So therefore T is equal to C omega, where C is proportionality constant, that is damping constant. So T can be written as C into d theta by dt. So where d theta by dt is the angular velocity, theta is angular displacement. So therefore d theta by dt becomes angular velocity. So theta na with respect to t differentiate ಮಾಡಿದರೆ angular velocity ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಟಾರ್ಕ್ is equal to c into d theta by dt ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೋದು. This is for rotary damper. So rotary dampers ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ, applications of rotary dampers. So we can use rotary dampers in sanitary applications, furnitures, home appliances, piano covers, vending machines, flaps, air filter covers, and office automation printers. So in all these cases, rotary dampers are used to open and close the doors or covers, drawers, etc. very smoothly. So that is about applications of rotary dampers. Rotary dampers na ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ applications ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. Sanitary applications, ಫರ್ನಿಚರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ, ಪೀಠೋಪಕರಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಹೋಮ್ ಅಪ್ಲಯನ್ಸಸ್, ರೆಫ್ರಿಜರೇಟರ್ಸು, ವಾಷರ್ ಡ್ರೈಯರ್ಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಪಿಯಾನೋ ಕವರ್ಗಳು, ವೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಫ್ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಸು, ಏರ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಕವರ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರಿಂಟರ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಓಪನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಡೋರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಕವರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ಮೂತಾಗಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ರೋಟರಿ ಡ್ಯಾಂಪರ್ಸ್ನ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. So these are the rotary damper applications. Rotating links, wherever there are rotating links, okay, they are rotated very smoothly due to dampers. So dampers ಇಂದಾಗಿ ರೋಟರಿ ಲಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಮೂತ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So coming to rotating mass. Rotating mass, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಟೇಷನಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ ರೊಟೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನರ್ಷಿಯಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬರೀ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನರ್ಷಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಮಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರೊಟೇಷನಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. So here torque is directly proportional to angular acceleration. Torque is proportional to angular acceleration. So T is equal to I into A, where I is a constant. I is called moment of inertia. So T is equal to I d omega by dt. Acceleration can be written as d omega by dt. So acceleration is the rate of change of angular velocity. Angular acceleration is the rate of change of angular velocity. So angular velocity ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಟೈಮ್, ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ acceleration. So therefore in place of A we can write d omega by dt. T is equal to I d omega by dt. So omega d theta by dt ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ T ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, T is equal to I into, so second differentiation of theta with respect to T. So therefore T is equal to I d square theta by dt square. ಥೀಟಾನ ಎರಡು ಸಲ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಟಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಆ್ಯಂಗ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರೇಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ್ಯಂಗ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎರಡು ಸಲ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆ್ಯಂಗ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರೇಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ we can write the mathematical model for a mechanical rotational system as T is equal to I d square theta by dt square plus C d theta by dt plus K theta. So I d square theta by dt square ಇದನ್ನು ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಇದು ma ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಇಂಟು ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರೇಷನ್. ಸೊ m ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ I ಇದೆ, ಎ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ಆ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಥೀಟಾ, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಮ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಐ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ in place of v we have d theta by dt, that is instead of dx by dt we have d theta by dt, c d theta by dt, plus in place of kx we have k theta. So totally x is replaced by theta and m is replaced by I. So therefore T is equal to this much. So we have energy equations like this. The torsional spring and the rotational mass store energy similar to linear spring and the mass in the linear system. So here also rotary damper dissipates energy similar to uh, the damper in the linear system. So energy stored by a torsional spring when twisted through an angle is given by this much. So it should be theta instead of x. So if we have this expression, E equals integral of 0 to theta between the limit 0 and theta, we have to integrate t with respect to theta. So we will get k theta. If we integrate k theta with respect to theta, we will get theta square by 2. Therefore E is equal to half k theta square. So but t equals k theta, t is k theta as we know, therefore theta equals t by k. In place of theta, if we substitute t by k, we will get half k t square by k square. So therefore the final energy equation will be E equals half t square by k. Similarly, energy stored by a mass rotating with an angular velocity omega in kinetic energy, so that is equal to E, that is equal to half I omega square, similar to half me square in linear system. Likewise, power dissipated by the rotary damper P is equal to C omega square. So in case of linear system, we have P is equal to C V square. So instead of V, we have omega here. So omega is angular velocity. So therefore P is equal to C omega square. So this is the energy dissipated by rotary damper. So let us recall what we have studied in the form of multiple choice questions. The first question is a diagram indicating the mass and only the forces acting on it is called. That is obviously free body diagram. A free body diagram, the diagram which has only mass, one mass, and forces, only the forces. That is called free body diagram. When the line of action of all the forces acting on the mass are parallel, the net force acting on the mass is equal to their. Now obviously it is algebraic sum. Okay, it cannot be algebraic product, it cannot be algebraic difference. Okay, it should be algebraic sum. So positive forces, if we consider plus along one direction, we should take minus in the opposite direction. So then if you add considering the signs, then it becomes algebraic sum. Next question, applying Newton's second law of motion, force is equal to. If you apply second law of motion, force is equal to, it is m into a, mass into acceleration. The mathematical model representing the mechanical system. So basic mechanical system, that is linear system. Mathematical model, F is equal to m into d square x by dt square plus c into dx by dt plus kx. So this is ma plus c dv plus kx. Question number 5. Question number 4. Mathematical model for representing which of the following equation represents the behavior of a torsional spring? So which equation represents torsional spring? Obviously it is T equals K theta. T equals K theta is for spring, T equals C d theta by dt is for rotary damper, C equals I d square theta by dt square is for moment of inertia, that is next one. Which of the following equations represents behavior of rotary damper? That is over. Question number 7. Which of the following equation represents behavior of rotating mass? So rotating mass, okay, that is equivalent to inertia. T is equal to I d square theta by dt square. Which of the following equation represents mathematical model of a rotational system? So for a rotational system, it should be T equals I d square theta by dt square plus C d theta by dt plus K theta. Okay. B is correct answer. The energy stored by a torsional spring when twisted through an angle is given by. Energy of a torsional spring is of I omega square. Now this is similar to of kx square in linear system. Question number 10. The power dissipated by the rotary damper when rotating with an angular velocity omega is given by. So obviously it is P equals C omega square. Now it is equivalent to P equals CV square in case of linear damping. So that completes this session. Thank you.